what I'm trying to say, when we globalize the local stuff, maybe something from India can be useful for people in America, something from China, something from South Africa. So human behavior is ultimately, we work like in the same way.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to December. Oh my gosh, how is it possible that we're coming so close to the end of a calendar year? And today, I think it's such a appropriate topic that we'll be talking with our guest, Dr. Badri Bajaj. Badri and I know each other for a long, long time, as Badri has been a leader in ICF environment as a chapter leader, the ICF Delhi chapter, and also serving on several committees. He is, however, well known beyond the ICF spheres, if you will. Speaker, author, professor. So quite an academician, I should say. So Badri has quite an amazing career already, especially in the field of leadership development and mindfulness. So as we are coming to the end of the year for certain parts of the world, also coming to the holiday season, I think many people are thinking about reflections, about maybe New Year's resolutions, maybe how to evaluate the year that is coming to an end. But Badri, thank you so much for being with us today. And what are your thoughts about importance of reflection?
Yeah, thank you so much, Magda, for inviting me to be with you on this amazing, famous LinkedIn Live. And I think so many people across the world follow you, your work, and this amazing space
Thank
of
you.
LinkedIn Live, where you are inviting so many people. And like I heard personally attended many of these LinkedIn Lives.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So this the year end, I think this is a nice time for reflections and moving ahead for and welcome the new year.
Mm,
And actually reflective practices have amazing role in coaching effectiveness for
mhm.
coach as well as the client, because ultimately as coaches we are inviting the clients to participate with us in the conversation, where through the questions which we ask, or sometimes we ask the client to suggest us some powerful questions. So ultimately we are helping the client to reflect on what's going on, what
Mhm.
they want to pursue, and maybe what's stopping them and what can really help them. So,
Yeah.
so I think these are the four key issues where reflections help a lot. The client and the coach also, because when we talk about mentoring and supervision, so reflections are helping a lot. And
Mhm.
in coaching journey also, because as a coach, if I'm improving, working on myself, I will be able to help more, and my clients will be having more well-being, they will be happier, and they will be uh, achieving their goals at the same time. So
Yeah.
I think earlier leadership used to be seen as the guys who are helping performance and satisfaction. And I think these days the leadership is all about performance and well-being.
Yeah, I was just reading a blog by a colleague and friend, Scott Osman, who says, and he's been promoting that message for quite a while, that the responsibility of a modern leader is not their own legacy, but to build up the leader of the future, to build up the next person who will take the mission and vision of the organization forward. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's true actually, because when the leaders are developing the next pipeline of leaders, or the
Mm.
next level of leaders, then the legacy of the organization will be maintained. They will not only survive in this global, when the whole globe is having so many problems starting after
Mm.
COVID and so many wars going on, and you never know when some new pandemic can arrive here. So in this, actually, there are two things. One is the legacy of the organization and the legacy of the leader. But I
Mhm.
think leaders build organizations, and if leaders are spending enough time on their colleagues, and they are learning from each other, I think they will be able to maintain that legacy. Actually, yesterday I got an invitation to join a webinar after a few days from now, where the person who has invited, he worked with that person maybe 30 years ago, and they will be talking about their relationship and the
Ah.
leadership legacy also. So what I think, actually, earlier people used to sit together, talk, have lunch together. Spending a lot of time and talking helps in
Mm.
leadership development. A lot of WhatsApp messages, actually, people prefer more these days. So there is some missing link in this. So I think face-to-face conversation online, like what I'm trying to say, that meeting people, sharing, taking their advice, giving them advice, and that is the main important role of the leaders to build the legacy. Otherwise, the organization will not able to maybe thrive, or later even will not be able to survive. That's the key thing, actually, of any organization.
Yeah, I cannot agree more, most definitely. Question. I asked about your new book, the Well-Being and Health and Well-Being Coaching Handbook. What got you into this particular topic?
Yeah, actually, I think uh, around 2 3 years ago, actually, I'm talking about well-being, happiness, positive psychology, and coaching since last so many years. As I teach positive psychology, science of happiness, so I shared it with Jonathan that let's work on a book which will be talking about coaching for well-being. Then
Mm.
Jonathan suggested me, let's add health also, and because both are more prominent, and both help each other. Well-being affects health, and health affect well-being. So initially we thought we will write it, both of us will write, and then another colleague, Lindsay Oates from University of Melbourne, joined us. Then we found that maybe writing us will not be the right thing to do, or will won't be the justice with the book. Let's invite the expert from various domains,
Mm.
and that's why, so we have some wonderful, amazing chapters. So yeah, health and well-being is the key issue these days, and like not only coaches and clients or organizations, wherever we go, people like a lot of anxiety is there out there in the world.
Mm. Yeah.
People are really anxious, and irrespective of any age. Earlier, maybe the data says people used to go into depression after 30 years of age. Now
Mhm.
people go into depression at 13, 15 of age. So maybe we need to talk more about health and well-being. And ultimately, like we have some limited time on this planet, and if we can live a life healthy and happy, I think that that's the best thing we can do, along with the contribution to whatever we are supposed to do, or whatever we. So this was in our mind that let us focus on these two issues, and then many colleagues joined from many other countries, and the book is there and doing well. We were shortlisted for Thinkers 50 also,
Yes, yes.
or coaching and mentoring category. Yeah, so I really like the book because the chapters, the issues, like it has for heart health, it has for menopause, it has for stress, it has for trauma, it has for, and a lot of information, and with recent research about well-being, various theories. So yeah, this is a combo pack actually on health and well-being, and which is really inspiring. And we are very happy that we could do this, three of us, with the
Oh,
help of all the contributors.
Yeah, absolutely, and congratulations on the nomination.
Oh,
Uh,
thank you.
Jonathan and I both were honored with being inducted into a Coaching Legends this year. So very, very proud of that accomplishment as well. And I know that this is not the only work you're doing with Jonathan, right? Because we have a lot of conversations about bringing the philosophies of Africa, of Asia, into coaching, but also into leadership. So, can you tell us a little bit more about this project?
Yeah, yeah. First of all, congratulations to you on getting inducted into Coaching Legends by Thinkers 50. That's amazing thing, and we are so happy that you are there. We all coaches in India, we are extremely happy as you are there, as you are our leader, and we are really happy and inspired by your achievements and your contribution to this field. Okay, so yeah, Jonathan, myself, and another colleague, Mongezi, actually, yeah, this was also in my mind since last couple of years, that maybe we should focus on local knowledge, local insights, local theories. Let's talk
Mm,
about India. Like, though we don't know when was the civilization in India established, but anyways, people keep saying that 5,000 years ago something like this was there, 10,000 years ago something like that was there. So if a country can survive and thrive for 5,000 or more than 5,000 years, it means they were having their own leadership and psychology stuff,
mm,
and that the psychology which we are we got from America and European countries, and that is there since last few hundreds of years. So how African countries, how even European countries, Middle East, China, India, what we guys were doing before that.
mm,
So I was very passionate about this thing, so I shared an idea with Jonathan that I want to do something about Indian leadership and coaching approaches. So Jonathan liked the idea and he said, "Let's expand it. India won't be enough. So let's invite contributions from other approaches also." So then we have another book, Mosaic Leadership: African, Asian, Middle Eastern, and Indigenous Perspectives.
mm,
So people from Canada are contributing, people from New Zealand are contributing, from China, Middle East, India, and we have many approaches and chapters from Middle East. So what we really believe that what has been imported from many cultures to these cultures, like South African Ubuntu approach.
sure.
So we respect those approaches, fully we respect, and at the same time we want that maybe localized approaches should be made popular. You have already made Ubuntu quite popular by meeting many experts from that field, and so if we make these things popular, then maybe coaches, clients, and leaders will start using these approaches if these are
Mm,
famous, if these are. So that's our agenda. And so the book will be there, the Mosaic Leadership will be out in the next month. It's already available on Wiley and Amazon and other websites. And but I was really keen to do my Indian thing also. Then I approached I approached Wiley again that, guys, I have something about just Indian approaches, because when I started talking with Jonathan, I had already written some chapters about India and all that. Oh, they liked my idea, and they were very happy to accept the proposal. I'm writing that book also, and will be submitting in Feb, which will be leadership approach, India-based leadership approach, something like this. And maybe we will be having some conversation in future on these two works.
you're busy. You are very busy, Badri.
Yeah, writing it my passion, and I thought that maybe because this Indian thing was in me since last so many years, and
Mhm.
actually in psychology started talking about you culture as cultural aspect more than 50 years ago.
Hmm.
But there is hardly any, a lot of work is not there in terms of theories or in terms of leadership approaches or coaching approaches. So now we have, taken this agenda ourselves, that for next couple of years we will keep talking about localized culture, and hope we will contribute in this space in the next couple of years.
Yeah, and I just want to get on record that when we say Jonathan, we mean Professor Jonathan Passmore from
Yeah,
Henley Business
yeah.
School. So we
Yes,
give
yes,
yeah, we give credit to Jonathan as well.
of
Yeah,
course, of course.
that's an interesting point you're making about localization versus globalization. How I what I hear, I think, is that that local aspect is very important, and at the same time, I think that the world becomes more global every day. Is there a line? Should there be a line between local and global?
No, no, actually, global is already there. We are trying to make local things global.
Okay, all right. That's a
Yes.
very nice frame. Very nice frame. Yeah,
Yeah,
local
yeah.
things.
Actually, for example, I developed a tool which is based on Indian Trinity of gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva.
Mm-hmm.
So in this tool, basically, with the client, when I see the right moment to introduce the tool, so Brahma created the universe as per Indian sacred text, and Vishnu is nurturing the world, giving food to everyone, and Shiva is destroyed whenever he finds something not appropriate.
Mm.
So in the coaching conversation, I simply start with Shiva. Okay, to move forward, what would you like to reduce or destroy? The client will think, okay, yeah, this one. Okay, wonderful. Then next question is, now you wear the hat of Vishnu. Think like Vishnu. What would you like to nurture, which you are already doing? You might have done last year. You might have done 10 years ago also, but you stopped doing that. What would you like to nurture? Then the client will think, okay, yeah. This helped me. And then the last question is the actually game changer question. When I ask, okay, like Brahma, what new you would like to do now to move forward? And yeah, so now the interesting thing is Indian people will connect with Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva immediately. Now I have used this tool with Chinese people, Middle Eastern people in
Uh-huh.
Canada, New Zealand, and Greece. Oh, everybody finds it quite useful, and it helped them. So we are not trying to place any line between global and local. What I'm trying to say, when we globalize the local stuff, maybe something from India can be useful for people in America, something from China, something from South Africa. So human behavior is ultimately, we work like in the same way. So we are not proposing any line, but maybe Indian stuff will be liked by many other countries. We will use something from South Africa. We will use something from Middle Eastern. So we are trying to globalize the local stuff.
I really love that, and of course, as you know, I have a great privilege of working with people from around the globe, and therefore having an insight into those different traditions and more localized wisdom. You mentioned South Africa. Of course, I worked for several years with good colleague and friend Dumisani Magdalena from South Africa. So the Ubuntu, you mentioned Ubuntu already in your Mosaic leadership book, upcoming book, and that particular philosophy is just absolutely wonderful from the human centric approach to leadership. So I think that this is what we're all about, right? Human centric, not especially in the era of AI and technology, not to forget about the human in the center of it.
Yeah, oh, wonderful. You have mentioned something amazing. Professor Jonathan Passmore and I are working on more project for Rowlage, and we will start working in February because we are busy in other things right now. And so that is the title is something like coaching in the era of AI, where we are totally focusing on that how as the human qualities which we have,
Hmm.
which AI don't have, because ultimately a little bit coaching AI can also do. You do it on Chat GPT, it will suggest, start giving you asking questions. what humans can feel, AI can't feel. The facial expression, the change in breath, which you
Mm,
notice of client and client notices you, AI won't do that. And the
mm.
lived experience, if I'm meeting the client since last 6 months, AI don't have that lived experience. You can't have that experience with AI. We take our clients to nature outside. I'm a great follower of and fan of nature. Professor Jonathan Passmore has recently written a book on, I think, outdoor coaching or something like
Yes,
that.
yes.
So yeah, AI can't do all those things. So maybe again we will meet sometime for on that project also, where where we are trying to really leverage the human qualities, what AI can't really do, and only humans can do. So we will focus on that.
Mhm. You are also a professor at the university in India. What do you think about coaching being brought closer to younger people, to students?
Yeah, I have coached many students in my university and some other universities where colleagues invited me or requested me. And I found the difference between coaching people in organizations and coaching people in universities. Actually, universities students are more open to share their stuff. They are
Uh-huh.
quick in learning, and so in a few sessions they have more clarity than more adult people who are in the corporate from since last so many years. They
Mm,
are very quick, they grab things, they share their insights. So I really feel that I don't know how it can be made possible, but coaching should be focused more on higher education students in universities in India
mhm,
and many other countries. India has, I think the largest number of students, higher education students on this planet. So if something like this can be planned, I think there will be amazing results, because I have coached, I think maybe 30 plus students,
mhm.
and it was very fulfilling. They move forward quickly. They have great clarity than many other people.
That's fantastic. Yeah, we hear great stories about the students embracing coaching, utilizing coaching, frankly, being interested in coaching as a career potentially as well. But I cannot agree more that introducing people to coaching earlier than in a peak of their careers might bring a very great results in the long term. And yes, India being the largest population in the world, students for sure are the future of the country as well. So
And Magda,
yeah, please.
yeah, I also think that maybe these students and or when they pass out their undergraduation. Actually,
Mm,
I'm thinking this for coach training. I think some we need to do some work so that more younger people are getting coaching training.
mm, mm.
Like younger people are exposed to coaching, younger people are becoming coach, and like in a country like India, which has huge population of young people,
Yeah,
because if during my education if I'm experiencing coaching, I will experience it in my corporate career right in the beginning later. So maybe I will be using coaching for many years from now, and I will actually, though anybody can coach anyone, and but maybe like culture makes some impact. People want to get coaching from maybe of their age or something like that. So if through ICF we can do something like this, maybe more young people are getting coaching and more young coaches are there, I think that will
yes,
be amazing.
I think so. But Ray, is your son getting coaching?
No, he gives me coaching sometimes.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Uh, so actually, he contributed in this book, and my another book you might have seen, Happiness A to Z. He
Yes.
contributed one line in that also, that helping others make us happy. And yeah, actually, sometimes I ask my daughter to ask me some questions.
That's great.
So I have, yeah, younger people are, very good coaches. So I will
Mhm.
again request you to do something in this ICF ecosystem. if more young people can become coaches, I think that will be amazing.
And I'm having the homework from this conversation. Great. But we are coming close to the end of our time together. So again, as we're coming to the end of a year, as we come into the new year, what words would you leave with our listeners? What would you suggest? What would you recommend? What would you like to leave our listeners with?
Yeah, Meg, the two, three things are there. The first thing is that what kind of well being I am having right now, only I can tell.
Mm,
Like there are no other indicators, my family members can't tell, only I can tell. So
mm,
maybe asking myself, assessing myself about my mental health and well being, I think is the ultimate thing. All other indicators will not play the major role. My own judgment, my own understanding will play, because happiness and well-being and mental health are quite subjective things.
sure, sure, sure.
And what works for me and what doesn't work for me, I'm the best judge.
Yes.
And the third thing is that maybe if people can use more coaching in their lives for personal or professional things, I think they will be more successful. So all my books which are coming out there are because of the coaching only, because I am also getting coaching from a couple of colleagues from across the world. And even tomorrow I have a coaching for the next upcoming book, a coaching session with a colleague.
Wow.
So these three things, actually: assessing self, believing self, and maybe getting more coaching or getting introduced to coaching, experiencing coaching. Coaching has amazing results. Otherwise, I my all things, whatever I'm doing these days, whether research, publication, or books, I dedicate this thing to coaching. Actually, coaching has really helped me in becoming what I have become.
Well, thank you so much for those words. I think they would resonate with many, and my beautiful learning from you today is about bringing local, making local global. I love that concept. So thank you for sharing that with us. So, with this, Badri, thank you so very much for joining us today. Thank you for being on our program. Thank you for your contributions to with your books and with your teaching and with your working with the students and with clients as well. So, wishing you a very, very festive end of the year, and I'm sure we're gonna talk again soon. Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much.
Thank you so much, Magda, for inviting me and for having this wonderful conversation. And happy vacations, and wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Thank you.